Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm delighted to be joined by WC President Mauricio Sulaiman. Mauricio, before we get into the nitty-gritty, before we get into Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, can we just describe this belt to me, please?
Yes, this is the Mestizo belt for May 2021. This is a WBC initiative which began in 2017 to commemorate the two major holidays of Mexico, May 5th, September 16th. So we do a cultural, unique piece that is a special trophy and award for the winner of the fight of that date. Tyson Fury, for example, he won the Maya belt in September when he defeated Wallin. And this is a state of Mexico this year has been designated, and we're just so proud to see it because it is 400 hours of hard work, handmade stitching by State of Mexico artisans, and it is just a beauty. I really love it.
It looks beautiful, and the two fighters that are going to fight for this belt is Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. Your thoughts on that fight, Mauricio?
It's a tremendous fight. Billy Joe Saunders, two-time world champion in two divisions, undefeated, southpaw, very crafty, he's got great experience. So this is going to be one of the best fights in a long time, and whoever wins is going to be the WBC champion. I'm going to be very proud, and we'll also take this beauty.
Definitely a beautiful, beautiful belt. Billy Joe Saunders, he's a unique character, let's say the least. He seems to have got under Canelo's skin a little bit, maybe made Canelo a little bit angrier than what he was in previous fights. Do you feel like Canelo's fired up for this fight even more now because of the way Billy Joe was at the face-to-face, and obviously the two teams going back and forth downstairs? How do you feel Canelo's going to take this fight? Do you think we're going to see the best Canelo we've seen so far?
I believe Canelo is going through the best moment in his career. He's matured. He's a great shape and very in a great position. He's on the peak of his career. But there's the history tells when you get in the psychological war and you win, things change. Roberto Duran really changed the way the fight took place in Montreal when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard, and he defeated him. So this is it might be a game mindset to try to get under the skin of Canelo. It might work, but we will see only on Saturday. We don't know what happens until when that bell rings.
Billy Joe Saunders is a southpaw and stuff like that, and back home, a lot of people back home, especially in the UK, but what I'm noticing on social media is giving Billy Joe Saunders a better chance than nearly everybody. Better chance than Cam Smith, a better chance than Yildirim, a better chance than Callum Plant. Is this the toughest fight for Canelo and for Billy Joe Saunders in the 168-pound division?
I believe so. I believe this is the best matchup, and there's everything is for granted, and we will see who comes out with the best strategy, who sticks to the plan, who is patient, who performs. So this is a very complicated fight to analyze, and it's of the highest level. I'm very proud for this fight. Big
Tyson Fury's here. He's your WBC champion in the heavyweight division. He's not fought for 15 months now. Your belt, is the WBC heavyweight belt is probably the most prestigious belt. You must be anxious to see Tyson Fury defend that belt. Do you have any inkling, or do you know, or do you want him to fight Anthony Joshua so we can get this undisputed fight? Because I think for the sport of boxing, and I believe you're a massive boxing fan yourself, Mauricio, you want to see the two heavyweight champions of the world fight for the undisputed. Do you want your belt to be on the line sooner rather than later?
Yes, absolutely. Tyson Fury captured the belt in one of the greatest fights in the history. He knocked out a champion who had reigned for 5 years, Deontay Wilder. It was an explosive rematch, and he conquered glory. But right there, that was the last major event when the pandemic hit. So the WBC has been very flexible. We have been supporting the idea of ultimate unification, and we're waiting. That's what the champion wishes to do, and we support him, and that's a fight that would bring the whole world, like Ali Frazier did in 1971. This would bring the whole world attention to that heavyweight showdown. So we're hopeful that it's going to happen. Everybody's just waiting, and we'll see what happens.
You had a conversation with Tyson Fury downstairs. I don't know what you two were talking. Can you elaborate on what was being said and how Tyson Fury is feeling right now? to finally get out there and fight? He must be anxious to fight.
He's anxious to fight. He's been training. Look at him. He's in tremendous shape. He's in a tremendous mental state of mind. He has motivated millions through these difficult times of the humanity. With his wife, they have been so out helping others to be patient, to have clean mental health. And I just cannot wait to see him in the ring. He's so dear. He's been so nice and very respectful. He's so proud of the WBC, and I'm just very proud of having him as the WBC champion.
I want to talk about Devin Haney and Jorge Linares fighting for the title. But a lot of fans are. Teofimo Lopez is saying that he's the undisputed champion in the 135 division, but then Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Can you elaborate on if Teofimo Lopez is the undisputed champion or is WBC champion Devin Haney? Could you elaborate more on that?
Yes, the WBC made a new concept in boxing, the franchise designation, and this has the intention of being a avenue for the greatest fights to take place. When we did the designation in the lightweight division, we were able to secure Teofimo Lopez against Lomachenko. Then we had Haney with 2 high-profile fights. Then we had Ryan Garcia and Fortuna and Luke Campbell. We're doing the same thing in the flyweight division with Chocolatito and Estrada. So it's a concept that fans and media are still confused, and I don't blame them. But the concept is for the betterment. What we want is the best fights. Some would say and would take merit away from Teofimo or not, some away from Haney. The fact is that we want them to be in the ring and give the best fights to the fans. So Teofimo is the undisputed champion. He defeated Lomachenko, and Haney is the WBC champion, and the idea is for them to meet in the ring in the near future. But this has led to many great fights and potential great fights as well. So just as Canelo, Teofimo, and Estrada.
If Canelo unifies his division 160, I think he's the undisputed at 160, is he not, Canelo? Or was it 154?
Yes.
The franchise.
Yes, that was a franchise, but he opted to fight for the super middleweight. And what he did was just go and do win the title, and then you try to unify the whole division.
Yep. One final word in this fight on Saturday night, and just hold that belt up so everyone can see it again.
Don't miss it. IFL TV, the best in the world.
There we go. Yes, well done, Mauricio. Gracias, amigo.
Thank you so much. Gracias.
Thank you.